Hello children, welcome back to my channel. My name is Abhimanyu Singh, your maths teacher, and today we will start exercise 3.1, chapter 3, class 11th mathematics. See, so the first question that we have is, I have a PDF opened. We have to find the radian measures. So degrees are given to you और degrees से हमें radians पता करना है. So the first part is 25 degrees. So for that we will take the help of the last lecture where we learned that 180 degrees is equivalent to pi radians. It implies that 1 degree is pi over 180 radians. I hope this relationship is clear to you all. So now if 1 degree is pi by 180 radians, for radians we will write like this. So 25 degrees constitutes how many? Just nothing but cross multiplication. So 25 into pi over 180 radians. Now you can cancel out some factors. 5 5s are 5 3s are 15, remainder is 3, and 5 6 are 30. So the final answer is 5 pi by 36 radians. You may use this symbol or you may not use this symbol. Anything is possible and both of the ways are correct. Second part, minus 47 degrees and 30 minutes. Good. So the second part is minus 47 degrees and 30 minutes. See, first of all, the duty here is to convert minutes into degrees. We have to we have to convert this quantity into a single unit. Into a single unit means into one type of unit. We have to convert from minutes to degrees. So minus 47 degrees and there are 30 minutes. So if you convert minutes into degrees, what you have to do? For that we will take a look over here. 60 minutes constitutes 1 degree because we have to find the degree out of 30 minutes. So 30 minutes is equal to 30 over 60, that is half degree, right? So be very careful children. In such cases you need to have compatibility, and compatibility is obtained when uniformity is achieved. So uniform करना है यहाँ पे, minutes को भी degrees में convert करना पड़ेगा. So and half a degree. So all in all we can write this as minus 47.5 degree, right? Further, if you convert it into improper fraction, it is 94 plus 1, that is negative of 95 by 2 degrees. And from taking clue, by taking clue from the first part, we have to multiply this quantity by, like this, minus 95 by 2. We have to multiply this quantity by pi by 180 to convert it into radians, like we did here. So you can see clearly, you can see this area, right? Because 1 degree is pi by 180. So these many degrees will be cross multiplication, unitary method. So now I can cancel out the common factors. 19 5s is 95 and again 36. Further cancellations will not be allowed. So the final answer is minus 19 pi upon 72 radians. We let pi exist. We will not write pi as 22 by 7. Remember children, unless asked. जब तक पूछा नहीं जाता है pi ही रहेगा. Pi is a symbol which represents that the value is that the value is in radians. ठीक है, पाई एक सिंबल है जो कि ये बताएगा कि वैल्यू अभी भी रेडियन में ही है. सो see the third part. The third part is 240 degrees. So simple. So the third part is 240 degrees. Let us quickly see. To convert from degrees to radians, we have to multiply this value by pi by 180. 0 cancels out with 0. 6 4s are 6 3s are, hence the value is 4 pi by 3 radians. Or you may not use this superscript c, it is totally up to you. So this is the answer. Let us move towards part 4th. 520 degrees. See, so for 520 degrees the task is very simple. You just have to multiply by pi by 180, eliminating the common factors 26 and 9. So the result is 26 pi by 9. So this is how you have done the first question, children. Let us take a look towards the second question. Find the degree measures corresponding to the following radian measures. So these are given in radians and we have to use pi as prescribed as 22 by 7. So the value of pi is 22 by 7 here. Question number 2, part 1. See, 11 by 16, right? This is what we have to do. We have to convert it into degrees because these are radian measures given to you. So we have to find the degree measure, just vice versa of what we did in the first question, previous question. So this is actually in radians, so it would not be incorrect if I write this kind of a thing because the value is in radian. You may write, you may not write, it is totally at your discretion. So if we look into the past, we see that 1 radian is 180 over pi degrees, right? Brackets, because this is a complex term, fraction है ना यहाँ पे. तो 11 by 16 कितना होगा? Just nothing but cross multiplication, children. Cross multiplication हो जाएगा like this. So we have to multiply the value in radian. See the trick. Multiply the value in radian by 180 over pi to convert this values into degrees. So 11 upon 16 into 180 over 22, and by the nature of multiplication division it will go on the top. So 11 2s are, right? Then this 2 cancels out, 180 90 times, and then you can see the presence of some common factors. So finally the result is 45 into 7 over 8 degrees. 7 5s are 35, 3 is 28 and 3 is 31. Further you can divide and obtain the right answer. But see, the thing to remember is that you will not this value will obviously terminate in decimals, so we have to convert it into minutes and seconds, right? So see, 8 3s are 24, right? And the remainder is 75. 8 9s are 72 degrees complete. 75 minus 72 is 3. 3/8, ये भी डिग्रीज है तो वी कैन राइट डिग्रीज ओनली वंस, तो ये हो गया डिग्रीज. अब देखो सी चिल्ड्रन, इसके आगे फर्दर इट इज़ इंटरेस्टिंग. 39 डिग्रीज तो कंप्लीट है एंड 3/8 डिग्रीज हैं, तो 3/8 डिग्रीज को हमें मिनट्स में कन्वर्ट करना होगा. बड़ी यूनिट है 3/8 डिग्रीज, डिग्री है, डिग्री को मिनट में करेंगे तो मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं, मैंने बोला था बड़ी से छोटी में कन्वर्ट करते हैं तो मल्टीप्लाई, छोटे से बड़े में कन्वर्ट करते हैं तो डिवाइड. सो वी हैव टू मल्टीप्लाई दिस क्वांटिटी बाय 60 and this will be in minutes. So 39 degrees are complete, right? You may cancel out again some common factors. You can see 4 2s are 8 and 15 in that way, in that sense. So it is 45, right? 45/2 minutes. Or I can say 39 degrees 22 minutes and sorry, not do not use minutes here, अभी नहीं करना है, थोड़ा सा वेट करना है. 22.5 minutes. अगेन लेट अस ब्रेक इट इनटू सेकेंड्स. जैसे टाइम को ब्रेक करते हैं आवर मिनट सेकेंड्स में, बिल्कुल वैसे ही ब्रेक होगा ये. 22 minutes are complete, right? We will use an apostrophe for minutes, but this half a minute, better would be that it should be converted into seconds. It should be converted into seconds, so multiply again by 60. So yes, 2 cancels out 30, how many times? 2 cancels out 60 30 times. So 39 degrees 22 minutes and 30 seconds. So this is how you have obtained radians into degrees, minutes and seconds. Leaving the answer would have been only halfway right. We would have only done the question correctly up to halfway point, because we were supposed to get from these degrees. Had there not be any fraction, we would have left it over there in degrees only, but since the value has a fraction and it is a terminating decimal number, so it needs to be calculated up to minutes and seconds also. So you need to take care of this fact. It will be clear when we will do more questions. See, second is -4, very important. Second is -4. So this is in radians, right? ये value है radian में. But it can be converted into degrees by multiplying it by 180 over pi. So what happens, children, here is -4 into 180 by the nature of it will be done like this. So 2 2s are 2 11s are, you can see what has been done over here. -2 into 1260, right, degrees over 11. So it will be finally -2520 upon 11 degrees. Again we need, since it will be, this fraction is a non-terminating, so it can be continued till minutes, it can be extended till minutes and seconds. See how, keep negative separate. 11 2 is 22, remainder is 32. Then 11 2s are 22, remainder is 10, and 1 0 100, right? So 11 9s are 99, and the remainder is 1 over 11. Again you can use this degree once like here. So this value is we have to convert into mixed fraction, that is the key. So 229 degrees are complete and 1 by 11 degrees. Now degrees must be converted into, like the previous case, minutes. So 229 degrees, 60 by 11 children. 60 by 11 is कितना होगा ये? 11 5s are 55, remainder is 5 over 11, and this value is in minutes. So 229 degrees are complete, 5 minutes are complete, if you can see. And but we have made a slight error over here by not placing a negative sign, because negative sign will be followed everywhere. And again 5 by 11 minutes, तो ये फ्रैक्शन में आ रहे हैं मिनट्स, तो इसको भी हमें किस में कन्वर्ट करना पड़ेगा? सेकेंड्स में कन्वर्ट करना पड़ेगा. So minus 229 degrees, 5 minutes, and this is 300 upon 11. 300 upon 11 translates to 11 2s are 22 and 80, right? 80 बचेगा, 11 7s are approximately 27, because we cannot go further down the line. Seconds के बाद हमारे पास अब कुछ नहीं है, so we can write roughly or approximately, because 11 by dividing by 11, obviously you are going to get a non-terminating and repeating decimal, as you have learned in class 11th real numbers chapter 1 maths. Division by 11 always give you which kind of a number? Decimal number, non-terminating but repeating. Okay, so let us do one more, few more. 5 pi by 3. The third is 5 pi by 3. This is in radians, so it is simple to convert it into degrees just by multiplying it by, so pi cancels out with pi, 3 cancels out, 180, 60 times, so 6 5s are 30, 300 degrees. Answer was quite simple, 300 degrees. Seven pi by 6. Nothing extraordinary needs to be done over here. You have to just multiply this value by 180 by pi degrees. Pi se pi cancels, 6 again 30 times, so the result is 210 degrees. This is how the conversions can be swiftly done without any problems. Question number 3. A wheel makes 160 revolutions in 1 minute. Through how many radians does it turn in 1 second? So a wheel, let us copy this question first. इसको copy कर लेते हैं and then we will paste it back into our work area. Snipping tool. See. Let us copy these two, both of these two. Okay, good. So this is the problem we have. Question answer number 3. Wheel makes 360 revolutions in 1 minute. So in 1 minute, wheel goes around 360 times. Through how many radians does it turn in 1 second? So in 1 minute there are 60 seconds, so in 1 second wheel will go 360 by 60, because in 1 minute there were how many seconds? So first of all, we will find in 1 second how many revolution the wheel goes, right? So the wheel goes 6 revolutions. The wheel goes 6 revolutions. Now see children, it is very important to understand, we need to find the radian measure of the degrees. अब one revolution में see, वन रेवोल्यूशन में कितना होता है, कितने डिग्रीज होता है, 360 डिग्रीज. तो 6 रेवोल्यूशंस में कितना होगा, 36, 360 इंटू 6 डिग्रीज. और आई कैन से 6 6 36 एंड 2160 डिग्रीज. ये तो डिग्री मेजर हुआ 1 सेकेंड में, इन 1 सेकेंड. लेट अस से दिस इज द व्हील. सो ये व्हील क्या करता है, इफ दीज आर द कोऑर्डिनेट एक्सेस, द व्हील गोज लाइक स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम दिस पॉजिटिव एक्स एक्सेस. रोटेशन यहाँ से चालू होगा. हमेशा हम मानेंगे ट्रिग्नोमेट्री में रोटेशन, रेवोल्यूशन स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम पॉजिटिव एक्स एक्सेस, ईदर इन एंटी क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन or in clockwise direction. So let us say the rotation starts in anti-clockwise direction. So this is one revolution, right, 360. Then like this is one revolution, this is second revolution, 720, 360 into 2. Then let me wipe out this circle. So this would be, I believe, the third revolution, right? This is the third revolution. This is the fourth one, like this. फोर्थ आएगा, फिर यहाँ पे 5 आएगा, फिर रोटेट होके कितना आएगा, 6 आएगा. तो ये 6 रोटेशंस में कितने डिग्रीज हो गए चिल्ड्रन, कितने डिग्रीज हो गए? The answer is very simple, in degrees. By using unitary method, you were able to find the measure of the angle made in 6 revolution, that is in 1 second, है ना, 1 सेकेंड में. क्योंकि 60 सेकेंड में व्हील कितनी बार घूमता है, 360 बार. तो 1 सेकेंड में कितनी बार घूमेगा, 6 बार. एक रेवोल्यूशन में एक बार घूमने में व्हील ने कितना कवर किया, 360. ये तो हम बचपन से जानते हैं. और तो 6 रेवोल्यूशंस में कितना कवर करेगा, यूनिटरी मेथड. बट द जॉब हेयर इज़ टू कन्वर्ट इट इनटू, देखो क्वेश्चन में क्या कहा गया है, किस में कन्वर्ट करना है, रेडियंस में कन्वर्ट करना है. तो रेडियंस में कन्वर्ट करने के लिए लिखेंगे 2160 डिग्रीज. अभी तो डिग्रीज में है, तो डिग्रीज से जब रेडियंस में कन्वर्ट करते हैं तो हम किससे मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं, तो 0 से 0 कैंसिल. ये जस्ट फॉर द पर्पस ऑफ डिस्टिंक्शन कि हम डिग्री से कहाँ आ गए, रेडियंस में. 6 3s is 18 and 3 6 36. Again 12, this cancels out 12 times. So 12 pi, sorry, I have used equals to 2 times. So the answer is 12 pi radians. So this is how children we will do this question. A simple question but tricky one. Now let us do one more, fourth. See, find the degree measure of the angle subtended at the center of a circle. So there is a circle. So let us say this is a circle. At the center, the angle is subtended. So how do we draw subtended angle? Remember class 9 chapter circles. So this is how we draw a subtended angle. Angle is subtended at the center of a circle of radius 100 centimeters. Children, the radius is 100 centimeters by an arc. That is why I have drawn such type of a figure. By an arc of length 22 centimeters, and we have to find the degree measure. So the length of this arc is 22 centimeters. The length of this arc is 22 centimeters, we have to find the degree measure. See how we can do this. First of all, let us say the angle subtended at the center is theta radians. I have used a small c. So we know from the first lecture of this chapter that radian is a ratio between the length of the arc and what? The radius of the circle. But theta is in radians. Remember, theta is in radians, but we have to find the value in degree. तो ये रेडियन है यहाँ पे लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे. So theta radians, after simplifying we will get 11/50 radian. To convert it into degrees, we have to multiply the value by 180 by pi. So 11/50 into 180 over 22 into 7. 7 goes on the top. I hope this is understood. 11 2s are 2, 9s are. So theta in degrees. Now theta in degrees is 9 7s are 63 over 5. Only 5 is left. ये degrees में है. This value is in degrees. But since this is a fraction value, it will be converted into decimals, that is minutes and seconds. So 5 1s are 5, and then 1 3, 5 2s are 10, 12 3 by 5. So 12 3 by 5 degrees. Further 12 degrees are complete. 3 by 5 needs to be converted into minutes. So 12 degrees and 36 minutes. So this is how, children, the conversion takes place and the values are obtained. So now we will see answer number 5. In a circle of diameter 40 centimeters. So there is a circle of diameter 40. So the radius will be 20 centimeters. I hope this is clear. The length of a chord is 20. The radius is 20. The chord is 20. As this value, this is also the one of the radii. So this must be 20. So you can see triangle OAB is an equilateral triangle. Given that if OAB is an equilateral triangle, this value comes out to be 60 degrees. The angle subtended at the center by this arc or by this chord, by this arc which I am highlighting, or by this chord, is 60 degrees at the center. Find the length of the minor arc of the chord. So length हमें निकालनी है, but remember we लेंथ ऑफ दिस किसकी निकालनी है? हाँ, माइनर आर्क की हमें लेंथ निकालनी है ए बी. टू फाइंड लेंथ ऑफ माइनर आर्क ए बी, वी नो दैट थीटा इन रेडियंस इज इक्वल्स टू लेंथ ऑफ द आर्क ओवर, पढ़ा था हमने ये फर्स्ट लेक्चर में, रेडियस ऑफ द सर्कल. देयरफॉर थीटा इन radians is equals to length of this arc AB, but this is what we do not know. What do we know? We know the radius. We know the radius of the circle, 20 centimeters. We also know one more point, children. हमें एक point और पता है यहाँ पे, थीटा डिग्रीज में हमें पता है 60. तो ये तो लेकिन लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे तो रेडियंस होना चाहिए, तो रेडियंस में हाथों हाथ इसे यहीं पे कन्वर्ट कर देंगे. और length of the arc is AB over 20. So you can see this perfectly cancels out. This 20 goes up due to transposition. 20 क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई होके ऊपर जाएगा. So the length of the arc AB is 20 pi by 3. Unless said, never open pi, never use pi as 22 by 7. So let this be your final response to this question. Answer number 6. Let us mark a partition. If in two circles, दो सर्कल्स हैं हमारे पास, आर्क्स ऑफ द सेम लेंथ, अब पता नहीं है कौन सा बड़ा है कौन सा छोटा है, बट कॉन्ग्रुएंट सर्कल्स नहीं है, एंड सर्कल्स आर सिमिलर. सो लेट अस से दिस इज द फर्स्ट सर्कल एंड लेट अस से दिस इज द सेकंड सर्कल. सो आर्क्स ऑफ द सेम लेंथ, मान लेते हैं एक आर्क है यहाँ पर ए बी, जितनी इसकी लेंथ है एल, उतनी ही लेंथ का आर्क यहाँ पर भी है ए बी, इसकी लेंथ भी उतनी ही है अकॉर्डिंग टू द क्वेश्चन. लेंथ ऑफ द सेम आर्क्स ऑफ द सेम लेंथ. सबटेंड एंगल, एक में तो 60 सबटेंड कर रहा है, एक में 75 सबटेंड कर रहा है. तो बड़े सर्कल में ये छोटा होगा, तो यहाँ पे तो ये कितना सबटेंड करेगा, 60. कम मुँह खुलेगा इसका, इट विल ओपन लेस वाइड. इट यहाँ पर सेम लेंथ का है, सो इट विल, बट द सर्कल इज स्मॉलर, सर्कमफेरेंस कम है, तो आर्क बड़ा होगा, ये कंपैरेटिवली बड़ा दिखेगा आर्क, और बड़े दिखने की वजह से ये एंगल होगा 75 डिग्रीज़ का. यू कुड हैव टेकन, कैसे फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता है, 60-75 ले सकते थे, हार्डली मैटर्स. सो ये है 75 डिग्रीज एंड दिस इज ऑल्सो 60 डिग्रीज. नाउ व्हाट हैपन्स, फाइंड द रेशियो ऑफ द रेडियाई. सी चिल्ड्रन, हमें रेडियाई का रेशियो निकालना है. लेट दिस बी R1, लेट दिस बी R2. वी नीड टू फाइंड R1. पहले 60 डिग्रीज़ का आ रहा है यहाँ पर, ठीक है, 60 डिग्रीज़ वाले सर्कल, यानी हमें पहले R2 को न्यूमरेटर में रखना है, R2 over R1. We have to find R2 over R1, the ratio of the radii of the circles, and we do not have to convert degrees into radians, children. जैसा कि हमने यहाँ किया था, डिग्रीज को रेडियंस में कन्वर्ट इन दिस प्रॉब्लम, ऐसा हमें बिल्कुल नहीं करना है, बिकॉज रेशियो है, तो रेशियो में कन्वर्ट करेंगे तो कैंसिलेशन हो जाएगा, तो फालतू टाइम, यूजलेसली वी डू नॉट हैव टू वेस्ट टाइम. तो रेडियस 2 क्या है देखते हैं. वी नो दैट theta in radians is length of the arc over radius. So इस फॉर्मूले में अगर हम R2 रखते हैं तो R2 कितना होगा, लेंथ इन सेंटीमीटर्स अपॉन थीटा इन रेडियंस. तो यहाँ से R2 कितना होगा, लेंथ तो L ही है और थीटा डिग्रीज़ में है, यहाँ पे थीटा है डिग्रीज़ में, तो R2 के लिए थीटा है 60 डिग्रीज़. सी, अगर हम वो वैल्यू लिखते भी हैं, ठीक है, क्योंकि यहाँ तो रेडियन में आ रहा है, यहाँ डिग्री, तो कन्फ्यूजन हो सकता है. तो अगर हम एक काम करते हैं, उस वैल्यू को लिखते हैं जो मैं कह रहा था, वी नीड टू कन्वर्ट डिग्रीज इनटू रेडियंस बाय मल्टीप्लाइंग बाय पाई एंड डिवाइडिंग बाय 180. अब ये हो गया, ठीक है. वहाँ से भी ऐसा ही कुछ होगा, R1 के लिए भी तो ऐसा ही होगा ना. अगेन फॉर R1 लेंथ ऑफ द आर्क वही रहेगी, वहाँ पे एंगल कितना है 75 डिग्रीज़ को रेडियंस में करेंगे तो ऐसा ही करेंगे. तो चिल्ड्रन इतना हमने लिखा पाई बाय 180, ये तो काटने के लिए लिखा है. क्यों, क्योंकि जब ये डिवीज़न होगा R2 ओवर R1 लिखा जाएगा तो L से L कैंसिल हो जाएगा. ये R2 वाला L पहले हम ये वाला फ्रैक्शन लिख रहे हैं फर्स्ट, फिर हम ये वाला फ्रैक्शन लिखेंगे सेकंड. तो 60 इंटू क्या लिखा हुआ है फर्स्ट में, पाई बाय 180 रेडियंस. डिवाइडेड बाय होगा वो मल्टीप्लाई ऊपर होगा, तो 75 इंटू पाई बाय 180 अपॉन एल, तो एल से एल कैंसिल हो गया, ये देखो पाई ये भी कैंसिल हो जाएंगे, सो 75 बाय 60, 15 की टेबल में आते हैं, 15 5s and 15 4s, so the ratio is 5:4, so the ratio is 5:4. Let us see the third question. Find the angle in radian. इसको यहाँ से इसको कट कर लेते हैं, let us take it somewhere down. So the answer is answer 7th. Find the angle in radian. Radian में हमें निकालना है. We need to find the angle in radian through which a pendulum swings. Pendulum, घड़ी की pendulum कैसी होती है? ऐसी होती है. So this is swinging right now. Pendulum तो एक ही होती है, ये swing कर रही है, और swing जब करती है pendulum तो पोजीशन ए से पोजीशन बी पे जाती है, तो एक सेक्टर ट्रेस करती है. From here it goes to there and come back to A. It traces a sector, and I hope you know what a sector is. You all must have been to Domino's. Most of you must have eaten a slice of pizza. So this is a sector that is a part of the entire circle, right? So see, if its length, pendulum की जो length है, दिस इज़ द बॉब ऑफ द पेंडुलम का बॉब है ये, इसके बारे में बात नहीं कर रहे हैं. सो दिस इज़ द लेंथ. नाउ इफ आई एम ड्राइंग अ सर्कल, सी चिल्ड्रन, जस्ट टू मेक यू अंडरस्टैंड कि कैसे वर्क कर रहा है. सॉरी. सो दिस इज़ द सेंटर, this is the extreme position of the bob of the pendulum, and this is the other extreme position of the bob of the pendulum. Pendulum goes from A to B and comes back to A from B. So in doing this, it traces an angle at the center. This is a sector, ये तो एक sector होगा. This area is called a sector. And the length of the pendulum will serve as the radius of the circle, isn't it? ये जो length है pendulum की वो radius का काम करेगी. तो radius दिया हुआ है 75 centimeters, and the tip describes an arc of length. और ये जो tip है pendulum का bob है, ये एक arc describe कर रहा है कितने length का, 10 centimeters का. पहला केस. तो हमें थीटा निकालना है रेडियंस में. तो थीटा इन रेडियंस इज इक्वल्स टू लेंथ ऑफ द आर्क ए बी अपॉन रेडियस. रेडियस इज 75 सेंटीमीटर्स. तो ए बी की लेंथ कितनी है, 10/75. रेडियंस में है ये. सो 2/15. So this is what all children you need to do. सेकेंड पार्ट भी सिंपल है. वहाँ पे जो रेडियन का मेजर होगा वो होगा आर्क की लेंथ अपॉन रेडियस कितना दिया हुआ है. रेडियस तो वही है, आर्क की लेंथ दी हुई है तुम्हें 15, ठीक है. तो रेडियस तो वही है 75 कंप्लीट क्वेश्चन में, बट आर्क की लेंथ इज 15. So 15/75, 15/75 is 1/5. And finally the third part, theta in radians is 21/75. So this goes by 3 7s and 25 radians. So this is all for today, children, all for this lecture. and you need to watch it carefully, and in case you have a problem, you can post your doubts in the comment section of my videos. Stay tuned for the further lectures. Keep well. Thank you, children.